To Good Day Columbia, 7:25 on a big fat fun fair Friday morning. And as the chill in the air comes, we just talked about the weather getting down to the 60s, and of course after that's the 50s. It becomes more the time of year when we have things like fireplaces and fires and candles because we celebrate the holidays. What also that means is the increased chances of home fires, and that is no good for anybody. And from Paul Davis Restoration, you folks specialize in restoring houses that have fire damage.
Yes.
Lucia Ellison.
That's right.
Did I say that right, Lucia?
Yes, you said it correctly,
You
Lucia.
have such a lovely name, by the way.
Thank you.
I do love Lucia.
Thank you.
So we're talking house fires and,
Yes.
and damage, and maybe not always a complete burn down. Of course, you guys restore houses when there's probably damage inside, but not a complete loss.
Not a complete loss, but we take care of everything from, from mitigating the water that's in there. That's
Sure.
important, and then even restoring the home. Yes.
So you actually in your business, and you see a lot of these, and you get to talk to the fire marshals and find out the
Yes.
reason behind it. What are some of the big things that folks need to worry about as we kind of ease into the fall and then changes of seasons?
Well, I think what you just said a minute ago is very important. One of the leading factors for home heating fires is the fact that the chimneys need to be cleaned. And so if you're planning to start your fireplace or your wood stove, you need to make sure your chimney's clean.
Right.
And then space heaters, wood-burning stoves, and all those things, when you start those up, remember to keep everything at least 3 feet away from them in order to prevent anything
spark out
becoming
and things like that.
too hot and starting a fire in your home. Exactly.
enough.
And the other things that are going on, for instance, at Halloween, if you have children that are going to go trick-or-treating, remember people put candles out in the driveways and, in their jack-o'-lanterns. So make sure your child doesn't have a long trailing
Think about that. Of
item.
course, the jack-o'-lantern, sure.
Yes, and if they're carrying, if they have billowing fabric or trailing fabric, you want to make sure that they, that they know about stop, drop, and roll, and
Right.
try to keep those kind of fabrics away from them.
I'm glad you said that,
And-
stop, drop, and roll. We don't even, and when I was a kid, we used to learn that. I don't know if kids still remember stop, drop, and roll anymore.
It's good to remind
yeah,
them.
you
It
just
is
roll
always
that
good to
fire
remind.
out, sure.
Exactly. And blow out all the candles in your home because, you don't want to have candles that are on while you're sleeping. That's another cause of big fires.
With the holidays too, because people with the Advent calendars and the Advent candles and whatnot, as we ease on into Thanksgiving and the
Yes.
Christmas holidays and Hanukkah and the different religious holidays and whatnot.
Exactly, and some of those things are crafts and they are highly combustible, so be careful. If you're leaving the room, make sure you blow out the candles.
A lot of fire safety, it sounds like, Lucia, is common sense.
It is, a lot of it is. And another major fire thing that we see now that the holidays are coming up, the most common fires occur at Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and a lot of it is frying foods. And so if you're going to be frying foods during these holiday seasons, make sure you turn off the stove if you leave the kitchen, because if you get distracted with a phone call or with a doorbell, you could have a fire easily. So always turn off the stove.
Common
Yes,
sense.
definitely.
Of course, this is Fire Prevention Safety Week as well. So I know we started out the week with the fire department having a big parade, and Chief
Yes.
Jenkins was in. And we've been talking about fire safety
Exactly.
and keeping people, keeping people safe. And you're going to come in for the next couple weeks and talk about some other fire safety thoughts and issues.
Yes.
With things like fire alarms and how to keep your family safe in this time, because fires can start like that and be so destructive.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
fantastic. Miss Lucia Ellison, you're from the Paul Davis Restoration Incorporated.
Yes, sir.
Taking care of all that. We do appreciate your time and your expertise
you.
and seeing, unfortunately, you get to the house after the bad stuff has happened, but you know what led
Yes.
up to it.
Yes,
So it's great stuff.
exactly.
Well,
Very
thank you,
good.
Lucia. I love
Thank
it.
you.
It's Italian, right?
Yes.
Love it.
Origin,
Lucia.
yes.
That's a great name. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Do not move. Good Day Columbia is coming back. We're going to check back in with Katie and Freddie at the fair. Plus, you know what today is? It's a Jeffrey Lampkin Day. It's coming up on Good Day Columbia.